What's going on, everyone? I'm Steven, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel, Learn English, Go Places. I help students, researchers, healthcare workers, and other working professionals have fluid conversations, master English grammar, and broaden their knowledge of everyday English. Today, I want to talk about countable and uncountable nouns. So it's important to understand the difference between countable nouns and uncountable nouns in English. Some nouns are can be counted, and other nouns cannot be counted. So this is important, and I'll talk about why it's important in a minute. But I first want to go over with you what is a countable noun and what is an uncountable noun. So a countable noun is something that you can count. So, for example, pencils, trees, oceans, buildings, days, walnuts, dollars. These are all things that you can count. You can have one of them, two of them, three of them. And what are uncountable nouns? So uncountable nouns are things that can't be counted. So these are often intangible things like education, compassion, energy, nature, happiness. So these are often abstract concepts, things that can't be counted. However, where things can get tricky is that sometimes uncountable nouns can refer to tangible things, but in a general way. So, for example, these nouns that I'm about to list, are technically uncountable nouns, even though they refer to tangible things. So things like paper, money, food, medicine, clothing, these are all uncountable nouns, even though they're tangible things. So I can't say, for example, I have 2 medicines or I have 3 foods. These are not nouns that can be counted. Interestingly, even the noun watermelon can be an uncountable noun. Sometimes it can work as a countable noun, and sometimes it can work as an uncountable noun. So why does it matter? So the reason it matters whether a noun is countable or uncountable is that the grammar of your sentences will depend on whether a noun can be counted or not. So, for example, whether a noun is countable or uncountable determines whether you would say how much or how many. For example, I would say how many days until Christmas, or I would say how much time do you need. Also, whether or not a noun is countable determines whether you add an S to the end of the noun when talking about things in general. For example, I could say, I like jazz music. That's an uncountable noun, music. Or I could say, I like songs by Miles Davis, which is an uncountable noun. That's a countable noun, songs. So these are just a few examples of how whether a noun is countable or not affects the grammar of your sentences. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you appreciated the video, and have a sweet day.